If there was a pill I could take before work and wake up at home, I would do it every day of the week. I'm sick of waking up every morning to go waste another 8 hours I'll never get back. I'd rather just have 16 than do this shit. How the hell is any sane, rational person not suicidal? The world is so full of shit to do, you could spend your entire lifetime trying to get it all done and still fail. Now you're telling me I'm stuck working well into my 70s, just wasting away my life going nowhere, doing nothing? This world doesn't interest me at all. I don't really know why I stick around other than my cat misses me when I get home. I seriously don't care enough about anything to make this remotely worthwhile. Invent that fucking pill, please. Severance, TV show on Apple TV. You know I feel this. But it's so sad that the best hours of our day we wish to be unconscious. There's something drastically wrong with our society. 8 hours? What about lunch? What about commute? From the moment I leave my house to the moment I get home. 9.5 hours. 4. 9-5 job. I regularly daydream about having the ability to split myself and send an autopiloted version of myself to work instead of the real me. That would be one of my only wishes in life. If science can find a way to make me do my job while I sleep so I can just combine the two biggest wastes of my time, I think I would be unstoppable. How the hell is any sane, rational person not suicidal is so real. I don't even have anything constructive to say other than I think about this all the time. Yeah, this life really isn't worth living with what we're expected to do to pay the bills these days. This is no life. I use small doses of THC all day so I don't rip people's heads from their necks. This is exactly why all I do is play videos games, lol, can go on grand adventures and live entire lifetimes in shorter form, of course. I know it's not for everyone, but it certainly helps me. Sometimes I seriously consider letting my intrusive thoughts take over when driving home from work. But I have dogs that need me. We literally work just to die. From the moment we step into school, our life is over. That's why I don't understand how we can euthanize animals so easily just if there isn't enough room in a shelter. But as humans, we haven't allowed people to have a suicide pod or something similar yet. You're wasting way more than 8 hours. Getting ready for work starts when you go to bed. Emo. I would never go to bed at 22:00 if it wasn't for work, or wake up at 06:00. And we don't even get compensated for prepping our life around work. Watch Severance. I would take a pill to not have to work at all. Yeah, they already made this show. It was great. You'll rethink your plans. Severance, Apple. I want to work in mental health so that at the very least I can let people know that the world is disturbing at times. It's not all in their head. And then help them with their maladaptive coping and inspire them to stand up strong to corrosive elements of society, so they can self-actualize. I think that would be work time well spent. Connecting and helping others. Otherwise, fuck that. I fantasize about having a robot that is extremely humanoid, intelligent, and looks just like me. I send her into work and I do whatever I want. Man, I just got married this weekend and it was euphoric. Back in the office for Monday now, and it's just insane A, how brief joy is, and B, how quickly the second I stepped into this building that I hated life again. You sound like the dude from Office Space. The way I get through my workday is to treat it in stages. I have 3 stages. First is first break, then lunch, then final break. After that I am close to leaving work. I have struggled with adjusting to a new job. After my first experience with being fired, I had gone 7 years without being fired. I had just quit my previous jobs. Being fired really caused me to have PTSD. Especially since I started to feel like I was helping people. Hypocrisy and greed is what caused my termination. Every day I wake up I hope I die before I have to be at work. I'm tired of waking up early. It makes me miserable. I'm such a fucking coward though. I've tried but I am so scared of pain I can't do it. I've got 22 minutes left before I have to get dressed. 22 minutes of hell worrying about being tired all day. I'm constantly exhausted. I am sick all the time. I just wish it was over already. You guys don't black out as the spirit of customer service takes control of your body? Try 12-hour shifts. Ruins everything. You literally sleep, work, sleep, and you're too exhausted on your days off to want to do anything productive. Freaking horrible. I feel you. I smoked weed before all my shifts at the grocery store and that shit flew by no problem. So I was hoping that maybe you could sort of zonk me out so that I'm not aware that I'm even at work, like I come home and I think I've been fishing all day or something. Peter. Office Space. My only hope right now is UBI. Let's hope Canada hurries up so the world can wake up. The only likely and realistic advice I can give here is to try and find a job in which you can have a bit of passion for it, really. Although I do understand that that might be difficult. But unless one day you win the lottery, it is likely that we will have to work the rest of our life. So trying to find a career that we like is the only option, really. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. There probably are such pills, but they are not without side effects, lol. There's a show on Apple TV with this premise called Severance. The show is great. Not so great for the character's grimace. That's exactly how I felt. And now all I do is traveling and playing video games. Life's great, but you gotta find your way around the hamster wheel. Have you even seen Severance? It's essentially that, but medical procedure. Yup, I'm so ugly with life right now it's not even funny. It can F right off. I'm done. I have actually thought. Self. Why are you trying this hard? It's just dire. I am not going to have shit and shit at the rate I am going. It's so stupid. Sorry for the lack of positivity. I lost that in 2021. The closest thing to an escape I've found is having a fully remote job working for a company that likes to collect bodies while not actually having enough work to go around to fill a full day. I felt the same way you describe when I worked in an office. It's called trazodone. Take a couple in the morning and you'll definitely wake up and still be at home. Although you might not have a job for long if it became a habit. It's called weed. I like to mix Ambien into the breakroom coffee grounds. Glad to hear I am not the only one feeling this way. Just start shooting dope. I wasted 10 years and I never had a job. I was just doing what I wanted. Never had shit, and I did half of that. And hey, I didn't work one day in 10 years and I always had dope. Just playing. I'm going on 11 months clean yesterday, and man, working every day sucks, but it beats being a addictic. I fantasized about having exactly this when I worked phone support for a telecoms company. Instead, I was put on one antidepressant that fucked with my memory and another that made me want to end it all. Watching Severance might make you reconsider. As much as I absolutely despise that I am disabled, and I miss so many things in life because of it, I truly don't miss much about working. I'm so sorry you're stuck in a situation like that. If you could have any dream job in the world, what would you want to do? I think my job is fun and I only work 4 on, 4 off, so I'm hardly ever there. 4 by 12-hour shifts aren't for everybody, but with shift premium plus OT hours after 40, I do okay and don't work very often. I enjoy what I do too though, so that goes a long way.